Okay, friends, I am going to start the reading by asking my friend Darla about your questions. So I will just think about a question and she'll give you a yes or no. Okay, so it's looking like she's saying no. So whatever your question was, Darla is saying no. My yes is back and forth, and then my maybe is just like small circles like that. So it was a no. Okay, let me sit down. I'm just gonna fix this guy up. Put this guy over here. Alright, so this reading today is going to be pretty much for anyone that was needing clarity or an answer to their question. So take what resonates and leave the rest. It might not be your reading. Okay, Spirit, what is the answer? What advice do my readers need right now about their situation? What advice do they need right now? I'm going to take this guy. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. What advice do they need right now? I'm going to take this guy and this guy. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. Can I get one more? Okay, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this is very much like earth energy here. All of these are pentacles. So this might be something in regards to your finances or just like 3D practical matters. We have the Hermit at the back of the deck. And so the Hermit is all about going inward and really getting your answers from your heart and your intuition. I was called to use this deck, and so like I know that the cats in this deck, you know, they're very expressive with their face in this deck, but I really love the Hermit because he looks terrified. So even though you're feeling terrified, the answer is to go within. And I'm really thinking because we have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles in this spread, that a lot of like the worry and upset that you're having is kind of in your head. And so if you just take that moment to slow down and just allow yourself to be still, Spirit's actually reminding me of how I usually allow myself to get still and grounded. So I will visualize myself in my inner eye looking at a pond and just allowing it to like kind of let those ripples kind of slow down and dissipate. And then I just visualize looking at a serene pond. And it always seems to really help me calm down and center myself again. And also another thing about that visualization that I do, it also helps me when I do that practice. It really shows me like where I am in my emotions and my feelings. We did just have a big portal yesterday. It's like, I don't know why, like what the 20th, like why it's special, but it is a special one. And so Spirit's saying that you might have like gotten some spiritual downloads or found some information out that, you know, might be confusing, or you might look at it in a really negative way. But if you actually go inward, you'll see like the cause of it and the reason and the spiritual purpose. I feel called to, okay, yeah. So we have the Five of Cups here, even though, oh look, May. Okay, yeah, so that's confirmation. So even though like, you know, something caused you to feel, you know, either regret, remorse, or, you know, worry, sadness, grief, Spirit's saying that like there is a solution at the end of this. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so the spread is really quite straightforward. I am just gonna get one clarifier for the Five of, can I get a clarifier for the Five of Pentacles Spirit? Whoa, am I taking all three of these? Yeah, okay. So this is basically the story. So we have the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay, so this is a situation that you had to walk away from. Like, you felt huge inspiration, you got the green light from Spirit, and you might not really understand why this guidance had to happen, and it's making you feel quite a lot of emotions. You're quite in depth with your feelings right now. Dolphins are in this picture, so that reminds me of love. So this might be something to do with a romantic relationship. But this guy, he has a fish on his collar, and fish, they always remind me of flexibility and, you know, kind of just like going with the motions. So even though that this is causing quite the emotional disturbance for you, and you really don't understand why you had to move so quickly, and I think it was really sudden, whatever happened, and it's causing you to feel a little out of sorts, and also like I heard wreckage. So you might be feeling a lot of wreckage and not really knowing how to move forward. And yeah, so Spirit's really saying that you might be holding on too tightly to an event that happened in your life, and you're seeing it almost like you were, I heard it's not rejection, it's protection. And like, you're actually being heavily guided from the universe, and like the universe is trying to collaborate with you. I do feel called to ask, what is this Ace of Pentacles? What is this offer? What is this? Okay. So this offer is something that like you thought that you wanted, or you thought that was like good for your like intentions, or you know, you're just not seeing oh yeah, Ace of Cups. So this, I think this has to do with love, or something that you really wanted. I'm seeing him having a lot of shadows in my reading. So I wonder, oh, you know what? That's really funny, because I asked myself, should I put the light on? But I think that like you're working through a lot of shadows right now when it comes to really big feelings. And we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So something that maybe you've been working really hard on, and it just didn't come to fruition, or it just didn't come to fruition as you thought it would. Maybe it's like, you had to walk away, you had to make an ending of some sorts, and you know, that happens. That happens in life, you know, like something felt good, but it no longer does anymore. The only energy that I like really feel strongly, that I like am completely clear, is the Three of Pentacles here. But I just do want to get some more information on this Four of Pentacles. What is this? What's the context on this Four of Pentacles? Oh my gosh. Oh man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is the Nine of Swords. So whatever I always see the Four of Pentacles as like the ego card, and you know, like really holding on to limiting beliefs, not wanting to surrender, really struggling here. And I think the reason why you're struggling is because you're having a lot of fearful and limiting thoughts, and you're allowing ego to kind of like rule the roost. And you know, it's okay if you're struggling with something, or you know, you're trying to find closure or clarity about something, but sometimes like that actually just makes things worse, and then you just go into a loop. Now we have the Three of No, this is the 5 of Cups. Isn't it? Wait a second. Yeah, okay. Maybe it is the 5 of Cups. No, this is the 5 of Swords. Right. Okay, so there's lots of 5s here. And this is really challenging energy. The 5 of Swords is like conflict, fighting, but I strongly feel that this is like fighting within your own mind. I'm kind of seeing someone fighting their inner demons, but their inner demons, right now, they're kind of like being very convincing. And so that's making it really hard for you to kind of see through the illusion. Yeah, we have the 8 of Pentacles here. So something happened in your life and it did not work out the way that it was supposed to. And you're just, I don't know, you're kind of going through it right now. And that's okay. I'm going to get the tea leaf cards. Spirit's saying to pull these guys. Spirit, what is the advice? What is the advice and clarity that they need about this situation? Crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Ooh. I think that it will vary for everyone here. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. This guy does want to pop out. June, and then I'm gonna get this guy too, September. I think that the first thing that really strongly comes to me is that by next month, this is a timeless reading, so like by June, or maybe it means like the next month coming in, you'll be feeling a lot better here. And then we have horseshoe, and it says good luck. So I think this is just a nod from Spirit that like, yeah, things are difficult right now, but like you will blossom even bigger than you thought you would. And then September, that might be a confirmation, maybe someone's birthday, your birthday, an event or something. I'm getting that like it's got something tied to it for you. Maybe a birthday, an event, an anniversary, something like that. But we have birth, conception of a child or enterprise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So for these two, I'm really just getting like, it's not the end. This is just a new beginning. It's a new chapter. It's actually a level up. And, you know, maybe you're being called to level up in your career or your life purpose, your job. Spirit sees it as a rebirth and like a new chapter and like a spiritual achievement, or I'm also hearing a physical achievement. Like Spirit sees it completely different than what you do, and that's why we have the 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords here, and it's in reverse. So when I see the 9 of Swords in reverse, it reminds me of anxiety on steroids and like despair. So I really feel for you guys. Okay, what clarity and advice does my viewer need? I'm gonna take this guy. Okay, embracing my beautiful soul. Being truly myself is the biggest gift I can offer myself and others. I embrace my beautiful soul and show it to the world. And I think that this is maybe a message about like, maybe you were kind of not in complete alignment with like who you truly are and like what you were maybe bringing in, or the thing that may have left or you had to release in your life, like it wasn't in complete alignment for you. And I am getting like masking energy. So, you know, it might have been what you thought it should be, or one sec. We have pay attention to your work. Yeah, so like I think that like this is just saying that like there's deeper to go here. Maybe Spirit's asking you to focus on something else and kind of like take your attention off of like whatever this situation is. Whatever it is, I can see and feel through the energy, like, you know, it meant a lot to you and you are kind of grieving. But Spirit saying that like there's a lot of masking involved, and like maybe you might even think like next month, wow, like that makes a lot of sense on why like this didn't work out, or why I came to this like realization and made those moves. I did hear false twin flame, but that won't be for everyone. And it also has a message to it. A false twin flame is someone that comes into your life to teach you lessons so that you are prepared and like you can actually receive the amount of love that your true twin flame actually brings for you. Because your twin flame, they bring it's on both sides of the fence. Like they bring you so much love, but they also trigger you so badly that sometimes like it's like you have to really understand yourself, I think, and like really have a grounded piece, in my opinion, to like really be able to truly see the divinity and appreciate it. Can I get another card, Spirit? Oh, we want two more apparently. So don't look back. I may be feeling nostalgic about several things in my past, but I know I have the power to move forward. Honestly, I think that's like self-explanatory. Like whatever happened, or whatever was released, or whatever left, or whatever you left, it was divinely guided. And then we have wellness. My body is a temple. The love I have for my body is growing more and more. It is the temple of my soul and must be treated well. I think for this one, it's more about just like realizing like how good you are and how worthy and deserving you are for like the ultimate, for like not just good enough, but like the best. And the thing with the divine and with God, like they usually exceed your expectations. So that's something to really keep in mind there. Spirit, what do they need to know? Clarity. So we have, I offer words of good intent. I think this is just towards yourself. So if you're like beating yourself up, or, you know, like you feel like you've hit rock bottom and like, you know, life is just a disaster, Spirit's saying no, it's not. And just to like try to like see this from a higher perspective and put a lighter lens on it. Also, I don't know why, but a seashell is significant here. So you might like see like you might get seashells as a sign. There's also butterflies, but also the seashell always reminds me of the Ace of Swords in the Seers Tarot deck, or the Light Seer Tarot. Yeah. So like that is all about like, you know, you're expanding and you're not going like down, or like you're still like doing well on your spiritual journey or in your life, but you're actually just leveling up. Like I'm really drawn to that. And look how high this shell head thingy is. It's like a hat, or her hair. I'm not really sure, but it's high. So it's like you're spiraling higher. You are spiraling higher. Oh, I am humble, and she's nude. So, yeah, that's just talking about like, you know, allow Spirit to guide you here. And, you know, if like you have this trust in the divine, or you say that you do, really allow yourself to sink in that surrender and believe in that truth. Spirit, can I get one more? Yeah, I am trustful in my relationships. I think this is just more about trusting the divine, and trusting your spiritual team, trusting yourself, trusting your higher self, and that they are guiding you properly. And then to top it off, we will get these guys. Can I have any final advice, Spirit? Okay, reunion, soul ties, Ace of Cups, and then, wow, we have Ace of Cups. I've seen that twice today. So, and then at the back of the deck, we have Comfort Zone, South Node. So I'm not really, well, actually, yeah, it kind of does like mirror the Four of Pentacles here. So like there might be some really clinging to limiting beliefs and control is what I'm getting. But also you might want to look at your South Node. And I think there is like a nod that this is triggering some really deep like past life stuff. And then we have guilt, sabotage. So yeah, you might be feeling guilty and like you did something wrong, but I don't get that at all. And then we have reunion, soul ties. So I'm not really getting, you know, that energy of like, oh, like, you know, union. It's more about inner union and, you know, really coming into that acceptance and like inner union with yourself, and really like seeing yourself as enough, and that like, you know, yes, you're being guided in a different direction than you thought you would be, but it's ultimately for your highest good and your honestly I feel like, you know, doing like some meditation and those visualizations, I'm really working on your nervous system to really help calm you down, because I think like you're not getting as much intuition as you usually do, like your divine intuition from your spiritual team, from God, or your even like just your own heart. It's not really coming through because like I feel like your nervous system is kind of on overdrive. And then I think for some reason I feel like there's one more card here. Can I get one final card? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take these two actually. So we have appreciating myself. I completely know my own worth and honor and love my wonderful soul. And love awakens my soul. I will begin to truly love myself with a love that awakens my soul. Oh, wow. This is like pretty much the verbatim almost. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. I think you just need to maybe work on seeing you're deserving and worthy, even when like you might be going through a little bit of a tower moment, or the universe is kind of leading you in a different direction. I actually went through this a couple months ago, and I was like, well, what am I doing wrong? And I wasn't doing anything wrong at all. It was part of my divine plan, and I'm so much stronger because of it. And I think there's just a big call here to be compassionate with yourself and like really patient, because I can feel the energy, and it does feel a little bit like spiraling energy, but also like self-defeating thoughts and energy. So I'm sending you all my love, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.